Hey guys, what's up? It's me again. So, this is my first look at the new Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 2, or as I like to call it, the MTW version 2. It's supposed to be a substantial improvement over the original MTWs. I mean, these has got up to 28 hours of battery in total, with 7 hours in the earbuds themselves. The originals had up to 12 hours with 4 hours in the earbuds. So, big improvement. And now it's also got active noise cancellation, which is kinda like a feature that you would expect to have at its price point of $300, but a lot has been carried over from the previous model too, like Bluetooth 5 support, USB-C charging, IPX4 water resistance, smart pause, touch controls, the smart control app, and it still got SBC, AAC, and aptX audio codec support. But unlike the original MTWs, these do not support aptX low latency. But given that even now, years after aptX low latency was first released, there aren't many devices out there that supports this codec, it might not be such a big deal. I think Sennheiser's onto something. So today, we're gonna take a good look at its sound quality, voice microphone quality for phone calls, noise cancelling performance, and audio to video latency for gaming. And as a benchmark, I'm gonna use what many consider to be one of the best truly wireless ANC earbuds in the market, the $239 Sony WF-1000XM3. So, let's get to it. Okay, very nice presentation. Now, here we've got literature, some extra ear tips, a USB Type-A to USB-C cable, a very short one, and here we've got the earbuds and the case, which, by the way, looks and feels exactly like the original MTWs. I mean, aside from the different case color, the little holes here for the ANC microphone, and the earbuds being smaller by about 2mm, nothing much has changed. Well, even its fit is exactly the same as the original MTWs. It's just as snug, just as tight in my ears. Okay, so the earbuds are now updated to the latest firmware. Let's take a very quick look at the app. The Sennheiser Smart Control app lets you customize your earbuds to your liking. Here you can do stuff like tuning your earbuds sound quality to suit your personal tastes using a very simple graphic equalizer, toggle transparency mode, activate smart pause, a feature which automatically pauses your music when you take an earbud out. And you can also perform other settings like customizing the touch controls and getting the earbuds to feed your own voice back to you during phone calls. That is called side tone. However, I was surprised to find out that in the app, noise cancelling is turned off by default. And it says here on the app that activating noise cancelling will have an impact on battery life. So my question is the Sennheiser's advertised 7 hours of battery on the earbuds with noise cancelling or without? I am interested in finding that out, but for now, let's just test the sound quality. Okay, you know what? I think it sounds pretty awesome. Okay, so how does it compare to the Sony WF-1000XM3? Wait, let me put it back in its case. So I was doing my A to B comparisons between them both, and I've discovered that the Sennheisers, well, they do sound a little better than the Sonys in some ways. Number one, track separation. Track separation on the Sennheisers is cleaner, it's smoother, and it makes music and videos sound a little less tensed up. It's also got a very nice impact on detail level, as in you get to hear a little more detail in the various tracks or instruments. Number two, its mid-range frequencies are cleaner and it sounds a little less fatiguing than the Sonys. So when you're listening to vocals music, vocals sound a little more smooth, as in there seems to be a bit of a rolling off in the upper mid frequencies, so it sounds less fatiguing as a result. That is not something that I can say about the Sonys, because when I listen to vocals music on the Sonys, there seems to be a bit of a tension building up in my jawline. Not so with the Sennheisers. In terms of bass performance, its bass extension and impact is just about the same as on the Sony's, but the Sennheisers did bring a little more detail and texture to its bass, which I really enjoy because it adds a certain level of realism to its bass. So what about Soundstaging? Now, in terms of how open and airy they sound, they both are quite similar, but the Sennheisers adds a little more realism to my soundstage, as in there is a three-dimensional depth to the imaging of my soundstage. And this is also something that I've said about the original MTWs. So if you are familiar with how the originals sound, this is not too far off. I might want to make another video comparing these earbuds to the originals. So if you don't want to miss out on future videos from this channel, hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell. Now, based on what I've read online, there are a few very common questions about the MTW2's sound. Number one, will active noise cancellation impact its sound quality? In my opinion, not by a whole lot. Well, except for maybe a small impact on bass performance, as in you will get a little less bass extension and gain compared to when ANC is switched off. But by and large, sound quality remains the same. Question number 2. After the most recent software update 4.6.0, is there still a background hiss when listening to music or watching videos? As far as I can tell, its noise floor now is extremely low. So if there was a background hiss problem before, that may have been corrected by the software update. So let's move on to the voice microphone test. As usual, I'm gonna play some really loud cafe style background noise and I'm gonna record a voice memo on my iPhone. Let's see which of these earbuds will do better at voice microphone quality for phone calls. Background noise, Sennheiser MTW2's, record. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So I thought they both were quite comparable in terms of voice microphone quality, but if I had to pick a winner, I would say the Sennheisers, because the Sennheisers did a slightly better job at background noise reduction, as well as reproducing a more natural, clearer sounding version of my voice. The Sonys actually did pretty okay, but I just thought that my voice sounded a little more bloated, more muffled than on the Sennheisers. Now it's time to compare their noise cancelling performance. As usual, I'm going to play the same background noise that I did before.
Noise cancelling.
Wow, I never thought I'd say this, but it appears that they both are quite comparable in terms of noise cancelling performance, but the Sennheisers may have a slight edge here because in addition to its low frequency noise cancelling power being as good as the Sony's, it also did a slightly better job at mid and high frequency noise blocking. So as it stands right now, the Sennheisers have a slight edge over the Sony's in terms of noise cancelling performance. But you know what? That could change. Maybe Sony will roll out a software update that will improve its noise cancelling performance. Who knows? We've now come to the last test of this video, the audio to video latency test. Now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna test for audio lag by playing a video game with these earbuds on both an Apple device and an Android device. For an Apple device, I'm gonna use the iPhone SE. For Android, I'll be using the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. The reason why I'm about to play a video game to test for lag instead of say playing a video from an app like YouTube or Netflix is because it's a lot more accurate using a video game. If you want to know the reason why, I've included an explanation in the description box. Okay, first, let's see what no lag looks like on the iPhone SE. This is audio straight from the iPhone speaker, so no lag. Now, the Sennheiser MTW2s, then the Sony WF-1000XM3. And then we repeat the same test on the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now I gotta say, at first I had pretty high hopes for the Sennheiser because its most recent software update, update number 4.6.0, was supposed to have improved its audio to video latency compensation. But as we can see, both on Apple and Android devices, the Sony's showed less lag than the Sennheisers. Now, this simply shows that gaming on the Sony's is not going to be as frustrating as gaming using the Sennheiser earbuds. Now, take note that this is only for gaming. If you were to watch a video on your phone using apps like YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, you're not likely to experience a significant or any kind of lag because these apps tend to delay the video so that it lines up better with the audio. Yes, it has its own compensation algorithm. But overall, I like what Sennheiser has done here with the MTW2s because when version 1 came out in 2018, it was priced at the same $300, and the only reason why anyone back then would want to buy these earbuds, well, aside from the fact that it had USB-C and it was IPX4 water resistant, was its sound quality. I mean, it sounds great, and right now it is still one of the best sounding truly wireless earbuds I've tried. But if I were to pay $300 for a pair of earbuds, I don't just want it to sound great. I want it to have better battery life, not just 12 hours in total with 4 hours in the earbuds. And I also want premium features like active noise cancellation. But now, with the MTW version 2, you get the same amazing sound quality that I've been practically raving about for the past couple of years. You're now also getting better battery life of up to 28 hours with 7 hours of the earbuds. You're also gonna get great voice microphone quality for phone calls and active noise cancellation. But not just any ANC. It's ANC that rivals or even surpasses that of the industry leader, the Sony WF-1000XM3. Not to mention Bluetooth 5, IPX4 water resistance, USB-C charging, aptX audio codec support, an app which allows you to perform deeper customization of the earbuds, including its sound quality, etc, etc. So, although it's still $50 more expensive than the Sony WF-1000XM3, right now $300 for the MTW2 seems like a lot better value. My only concern right now is how much battery is this really gonna give me, because it says on the box 7 hours, but it didn't tell me that it's 7 hours without noise cancelling. So what is its actual battery life with noise cancelling switched on? I'll probably come back to you with another video about that, so if you don't want to miss out on that video, hit subscribe and ring the notifications bell. But overall, these earbuds, the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 2, has exceeded my expectations. Pretty happy with these. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please show that you like this video by punching that like button with a vengeance, Bruce Lee style, and sharing this video with your friends and family. I'll see you again, bros and sisters, in the next video. If you're a humble person like me, this shirt is a great way to show your friends how humble you really are. And whenever you look in the mirror, to admire yourself of course, it will also help to remind you to always be humble. So guys, this is a pretty fun shirt to wear. You can check it out in the link below. It's available in t-shirt, tank top and hoodie. Your purchase helps keep this channel going, and I appreciate your support, bros.